Okay, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Crypto Blaze, and on this channel, we discuss everything cryptocurrency, ranging from NFTs to DeFi to technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and even staking, yield farming, and everything cryptocurrency. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe as it will help the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. So today we are going to talk about how to carry out a simple technical analysis. I'm on the Dodo USDT chart now, daily time frame, and we're going to use replay mode for this strategy to play out so you can see. So as you see now on the Dodo time frame now, we are making higher highs and higher lows. This is a low, this is now a high here, this is a high here. Now this high was taken out by this high here, which makes it an uptrend now. Now this low now, we now had another low here, and now let's just see, this is consolidation. Let's just call this one consolidation phase. So that is the first thing. We already know that Dodo is on an uptrend from just simple market structure, breaking of previous highs. So what do we do now? You can even still highlight this with a trend line here like this. Now this looks more simpler as it is like this now. It shows you that Dodo is already on an uptrend. So as it's in an uptrend now, we'll not be looking for as it's in an uptrend now, we won't be looking for selling opportunities. Instead of looking for opportunities to buy. So we are looking for longing opportunities here, not selling opportunities, because Dodo is in an uptrend. So, but even though price could still do something like this, price could still do something like this, and still come down. So it all depends on what price wants to do and where price is heading next. Sure, you understand now? Price could also still come down instead of going up. That one is sure. So as we're looking for selling opportunities now, we will look for the previous high to be broken, even though we are supposed to be open to those possibilities. We look for a previous high to be broken, and this is the previous high according to our MACD. The MACD is an indicator that will show you a valid high, because now some people might say, let me take an example now. Some people might say this place now, this place with, let me put my brush. Some people might say this place now is a low, but it's not really a low, because on the MACD is shining green. If it's shining green on the MACD, it means that point is a high, and if it's shining red, it means that point is a low. So if you're confused about highs and lows, you just use the MACD. It will help you. Like here now is a valid high because on the MACD we are green. Here also is a valid low because on the MACD we are red. So this our high is a valid high because on the MACD we are green. So we wait for this high to be broken before we take any trade. But we could also plan that in case price fails to break this high, because if you look at the price action before, price failed to break this high, this black line here. Price failed to break this high here, and it has been consolidating. It has been consolidating within here. So price failed to break this high here and has been consolidating within here. So if you look at it now, it seems the buying pressure is slowing down. Mere looking at it from a common point of view, you understand that the buying pressure is already slowing down. So we could also prepare that just in case price should break our trend line, that means it's already printing down trend movement. We could also mark a low where we'll look at that, okay, in case price breaks this low. I have a point that I'm looking at. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. Because like I said now, price failed to break this high and it has been consolidating within here since. This is showing me that buying pressure is getting slow and dodo sellers are stepping in. So you could just create a valid low here and wait that, so in case price breaks this trend line or this low, we have a point that we are definitely looking at to take sell trade. So as we are like this now, for both up we've prepared for both up and down. Any point dodo goes to now, all we have to do is wait patiently. So let me use the replay mode now and see what happens. Okay, see what I said, why we prepare for both up and down. You see why I said we should prepare for both up and down? Because like I told you, sellers were stepping in quite well here because the bullish pressure, this pressure from here began slowing down at this point. This was when I knew that sellers are trying to step in. And we were right. They failed to break this high, making a new high here and breaking this previous low. So what we will do now is we will now wait for a retest. As we have had a very smooth break, this is a very smooth break of the low. We'll now wait for a retest. You can move over to the 4 hour time frame. You can move over to the 4 hour time frame to wait for the retest, or you could just possibly still wait for the retest on this daily time frame. But let's see how it turns out on daily time frame. You don't enter the breakouts. I don't enter breakouts because most times breakouts are always faked. Breakouts are always faked. Okay. Now you know that support and resistance are not just a line, they are a zone. Like this zone here now. You know that this is the previous low we broke. So this is the zone that we are monitoring for price to come back to take sell trades. And closely, you will see, if you look closely, let me zoom it. If you look closely, you will see that price has touched that our zone. Even though it didn't really touch it, trade cannot be perfect, but he actually touched that our zone and is now and rejected the zone with a very nice wick and gave us a very engulfing candle. This is also an inverted hammer, whatever you guys call it. This is an inverted hammer also on an up on the resistance, and this is a very good candle. So I will take my entry now somewhere around here. Then that's at the close of this big black candle now is where I took my entry. So my stop loss will be above this same candle now, somewhere here above that candle. So then I can target next support. I'm just looking for where to target. Okay. Or I can even just make it a simple 1:2. I can make it a 1:2 and let's watch what price does. Target hit. So you can see This is just simple way to do technical analysis. You don't need to make your analysis very much complicated. You could just do something simple and something quite simple like this, and you just get a good 1:2 risk reward ratio. If you use the 10 times leverage, or let me even say 5 times leverage, if you're trading futures, because I trade futures, if you use a 5 times leverage on this trade, you'd have gotten 100% of your margin. That's in, if you put $100, you'd have gotten extra $100. So your $100 would have turned to $200. In how long did the trade take? Let me measure how long the trade took. Mm, so took quite long, in about a month or so. Though this is just an example on the daily time frame. If you're a day trader, you can also use this technique on the 1 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame, even the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes time frame. It's the same technique everywhere. You just need to know your rules. I'm just using the daily time frame because of the replay mode, and so that it could be quite clear and easier. So, because I just like the daily time frame. So let's recap. Let's actually recap. First of all, what did we do? We marked out that Dodo was in an uptrend. This was a low. This was a high that was taking out. That this high took out this high. Then another lower low formed here. It didn't break this high, so we are still in an uptrend. But price is now consolidated. It's now failed to break this previous high. So we didn't know what price was going to do. We didn't know because price is always price. Price can still, after this consolidation, break this high. So we prepared for two ways. The first way we did was to draw our trend line to know the directional trend, which was an uptrend, and put a recent high and a recent low. We marked a recent high and a recent low out. This marking of recent high and recent low out is to know where price will break and where price will come back and where we should take our entry from. Now, how did we determine that our highs and lows are valid? We used the MACD, is moving average convergence divergence. If you don't know how to get it, just go here to your indicators and you should just type MACD. It's the first one you see, this one, moving average convergence divergence. You put it on your chart, is an indicator. We knew that this was a valid high because our MACD was shining green. So we knew that yes, this is a valid high. And we knew that this was a valid low because our MACD was also shining red. And like I said, if you pick a low and you look at the MACD and it's green, it's not a valid low. And if you pick a high and you look at the MACD and it's red, it's not a valid high. So if you're confused about lows and highs and market structure and the rest, you should just use the MACD to help you out to determine that particular stuff. So we marked out the highs and the lows. Then at the end of the day, price broke one, which was the low. We saw it on this nice week here. We saw it here. And as price did that, we didn't enter at this breakout. Some traders enter at this breakout, but I don't enter at this breakout. We now made this our previous low a zone. Like I said, support and resistance or even supply and demand are always a zone. They are not just lines on the chart. So we now made it a zone. As we made it a zone now, we now waited for price to get into that zone, which price did by tapping it with this wick and rejecting it instantly with a good candle. As price did that, as price did that, we entered at the close of the candle, put our stop loss quite above the wick of that particular candle, and we just targeted a 1:2 risk reward ratio, and we hit our target in no time. So this is just simple technical analysis that you can just do and get yourself some profit. Technical analysis doesn't need to be that difficult. Please ensure you like and subscribe to our channel. and turn on post notification so that you will know when we drop new videos. It will help my algorithm. It might seem like nothing, but it's helping me. Thank you, and I will see you again tomorrow on another technical analysis methods. Thank you. Stay blessed.